All right, welcome back to our continued coverage of the present perfect. Today, we're going to be looking at a bunch of examples in English and then translating those to Spanish. The plan, as always, for these types, I'm going to read it out loud. You should pause the video. You should write out how you think it translates, and then we'll review together how it does translate. So, no intro, let's just jump right in. Number one, I have walked a lot today. Okay, so I have aber, and that yo is a, and then walk, to walk is caminar in the past participle. So we have caminar, but in the past participle it's going to be ado. So he caminado mucho hoy. All right, he caminado mucho hoy. Something important that I forgot to mention in the other video, when we are conjugating aber, it's important to pronounce it correctly. So the H in aber is silent. So even though it looks like here it says he, which in English it does say he, in Spanish it's pronounced e. So it's he caminado hoy. All right? Número dos. Number two. The door was open. You see what I did there? So if you watched the video, I mentioned how sometimes past participles are used as adjectives, and that's what's happening in this sentence. So this isn't technically a present perfect. Threw a little trickery your way. We're going to translate anyway just to see how you did. So, la puerta estaba abierta. All right, right here, the adjective abierta is the past participle of abrir. So if this was a regular, it'd be abrido, but this is one of those irregular verbs. So if it was the past participle connected to the present perfect, we would use abierto because then it's not an adjective, right? That's just part of the verb being conjugated. But since this is an adjective describing the door, so the door's state is open, we have to put the a at the end and make it a feminine ending adjective. So that gets the A. Number two, promise we won't see any more of those. Or will we? Numero tres. We have lived here for 5 years. Okay, so here we have, which is hemos. And then lived comes from the word vivir. So we're going to get rid of that R and put vivido aquí por 5 años. And let's hope this, oh no, okay. Okay, Google didn't want to help me out with that one. And anos, you can look up what that means. It does not mean the same thing as years, though. It is a body part, and that's all we're going to say about it. So back to the present perfect. Hemos vivido aquí por 5 años, as we have lived here for 5 years. Next, they have been to Spain before. Okay, so for this one we have they have, which is on, and then been here we're going to use a star. So a star, and this is a regular verb, so it follows the regular ending. So ado, hemos estado en España antes. Wow, Google is not giving me any help with these tildes. So España should have a tilde, but the important thing we're going to focus on is over here. So they have, on, been is the past participle estado in Spanish. Número cinco, number 5. He is very well known. Huh. Did you catch it? Did you catch it? Again, we have another one where we are not using the present perfect. This is another adjective, so well known would be the adjective here. And well known is the past participle in English, so we could say él es muy conocido. And then, okay, now we're getting somewhere. Perfect. Él es muy conocido. So that was another trick. Just want to keep you on your toes with this one, because if we're just doing have, has the whole time, you'll get bored, I'll get bored. So let's keep it light, let's keep it tight. Number 6, número 6, she has fried the egg. Okay, so for this one, we have ella ha frito los huevos. So that was eggs. Sorry, I forgot to say the S when I was reading it. So ella ha frito. So this is our he, she, or it, which is connected to she has here. So she has is a. And then freyir is the verb. Freyir is the verb, but this is one of those irregulars where it just goes ito. This is one of our to verbs. So ella frito los huevos. Number 7, numero siete. You've put the keys on the table every day. Okay, so here we have has puesto. So has is going to be our you have right here. That's how that translates. And then puesto is the past participle of put. This is coming from the verb poner, which is irregular, right? If it was regular, it'd be ponido, but that's not a word. It's puesto. It's puesto. So has puesto is you have put los llaves sobre la mesa cada día. Okay. Las llaves. Sorry. It never gets easier, gender. I'll tell you what. It never gets easier, but it's part of the language. All right. Number 8. So now we're going to get into maybe a couple of sentences that have 2 verbs. So cannot, here's a verb. So try and translate both these. Let's see how it goes. Okay. So we've said, so I want to note here too, I put up here we have. All right. Everyday life, we're not really saying we have. It's more common that we say we've and I've and they've. So for those reasons, I've started to include those now in our examples. So it says, we've said that you cannot. We've said that you cannot go. Okay? So we've said is going to be hemos. All right? Hemos is we have or we've. And then said comes from decir. Decir, though, is another one of those irregulars. So it's hemos dicho que no puedes. And then no puedes, what can't they do? I didn't really include that. Hemos dicho que no puedes, though. You cannot is in the present simple tense there. So we have the present perfect combined with the present simple here. Numero 9. I've finished my homework. So for this one, as we used earlier for I have, I've is the same. So it's going to be, looks like he, but it's pronounced a. And now we're going to use hacer for this one. And hacer, remember, is irregular. So it's not hacer, it's hecho mi tarea then is my homework. So he hecho mi tarea. All right. Number 10. They've returned early from school. Okay. So here we have they have. That's going to be on. On. Is they've, and then returned. I like to use regresar aquí. Now, some of you might use volver, which would be vuelto. That's fine. I'm going to use regresar. Just feels more comfortable for me. So, han regresado de escuela temprana. All right. De la escuela. I'm sorry. De la escuela. Still early here. I haven't finished my coffee yet. Numero 11. I have studied history for years. Okay, so I've we've done now a couple times. It's estudiar is to study. Let's turn that into the past participle. It's regular. He estudiado historia durante años. And then, okay, now it's going to hook me up, Google. Thank you for keeping this PG content. So, he estudiado historia durante años. Number 12, now we're getting some more complexities here. You've promised me you would never leave. So here we got 2 things going on. All right, see what you can do. Okay, so this is, if you can figure out this one, you should feel pretty good about yourself, because this, I wanted to try and make it a little more complex towards the end just to give us a challenge, right? We can just do basic phrases all day, but this is something you would say in your everyday life. Well, okay, hopefully people aren't leaving, so you don't say this in your everyday. A sentence that's constructed like this is something you might say. So, you have promised me. So me, there we have a direct object. So we're going to put that first. All right, just following the syntax of Spanish. Now, it's you have. So it's has. Me has, and then prometer is the verb. So we got to change that into the past participle. So prometido. You have promised me. Now in Spanish, to separate these, they put que. So me has prometido que. You promised me that you would never leave. Sometimes in English we cut that out, but it makes sense when you say it in English. Spanish they include. So me has prometido que nunca te irías. Now, what the heck is... Oops, I spelled nunca wrong. What the heck is happening over here? Okay, so nunca, never, that makes sense. Remember for the verb ir, if I want to say I'm leaving, I make it a reflexive verb. So instead of... it would be me voy is I'm leaving, or te vas is you're leaving. Okay? So this is where the te comes from. It's a reflexive ir to signify leaving, and then ias is conditional. So it's the conditional. It's that would that we have right here in English. They add letters in Spanish to the end. We're going to do a whole thing on the conditional later on. No stress right now. I just thought it'd be fun to give you a little preview. So, me has prometido que nunca te irías. Number 13. He was interested in getting to know you. You see what I did? You see what I did there? All right. So hopefully you caught on. This was our third and final non-example of the present perfect. In this one, we were just practicing using the past participle again, which would be interested. So he was interested would be él estaba interesado. All right, so interesado there is an example of a past participle that's used as an adjective. So it's not technically the past participle, actually. It's just an adjective here. Interesado, it gets the O because it's connected to he, which is masculine. And then in getting to know you in Spanish is just en conocerte. Okay, so that should hook that up. Cool. And that's the phrase. He was interested in getting to know you. Is this doing the thing where, yeah, okay. Google gets confused sometimes when we go all bilingual on it. But él estaba interesado en conocerte. We've been together for 10 years. Okay. So as we have said, como hemos dicho, as we have said, hemos, no, I was going to do dicho. Hemos been, is star, is estado, juntos, por 10 años, and then cool. Give me that ñe, perfect. So, hemos estado, estar juntos por 10 years. Número 15, the last one, they've gone to the park. All right, so I included this one for a very special reason. In the video, I said in Spain, sometimes they use the present perfect a little bit different than we do in English, especially in American English, I'm realizing, where if something just happened, they'll use the present perfect. And that is kind of similar, I'm realizing, how they do it in England as well. So they've gone to the park is something maybe a British chap would say as he's sipping tea and someone asks where his mother and father went. And they just left for the park. They'd say, they've gone to the park. That's my best English accent. But this present perfect that we're talking about right now is assuming that an action just happened. And in Spain, this is an example where you would use the present perfect. So we're going to practice it in case you ever want to go to España. If not, if you just want to focus on Latin American Spanish, you could just say they went to the park. So fueron al parque would be in just the past, the simple past in English tense, or the past preterite tense. So we are going to practice it though like it is Spain and like they are using the present perfect here. So han ido al parque is how it translates. So ido is that verb gone, which is the past participle of ir, which its past participle is ido. All right, so a little bit of trickery on that one. Doesn't really matter how you say it. What's important is that people can understand you. So let's really quick, I'm going to go back over these. just in case you missed any. Okay. And so now next steps, it's kind of the same thing as always, right? We use this as a way to be able to understand the language and to use the language. So take what we just learned, try and write out 15 of your own sentences, translate them, and then start interacting with what you want to do in Spanish. If you want to talk with someone in Spanish, make note of the present perfect and try and use it whenever you can. If you want to start listening to a TV show, listen for the present perfect and see when they use it and see if it aligns kind of what we've reviewed today. Hope this was helpful. Any questions, leave them in the comments. Have a good rest of your day.